things are simple. Wanting me to like her, the attitude of the Saintess of Qingge changes so quickly. Is this fast change to make me spare Yichen? I dare not. Qingge knows that it's difficult for someone like me to enter your sights. Everything is just to show my sincerity, hoping that young master won't mind what happened today. Oh, Yichen is so infatuated with you, even risking a fallout with the Taishan sacred land, and this is how you respond to him? I cannot change anything about Yichen's matter. For the sect and my father, nothing else matters. Young master, actually, Qingge's constitution is the 9yin Xuanxia body. No one knows about this except me. Su Qingge first developed a mindset of obedience, and Yichen's luck decreased by 40 points. The contractor's destiny points increased by 200 points. The 9yin Xuanxia body is indeed a furnace for refining talent. Actively telling me this shows quite a bit of sincerity. In this way, Yichen's luck for today has already dropped by more than 300 points. Considering the situation with the Taishan pavilion and my status, Su Qingge indeed understands the big picture. She is truly a rational and intelligent woman. Hee, while cutting the leeks, I can still enjoy the peach blossoms. It seems that playing the villain is quite enjoyable. Seeing Guchanga lost in thought, Su Qingge kept calling to him. The 9yin Xuanxia body truly is a furnace for refining talent. She actually told me like this. The sect is the 1,000-year-old effort of my family. In comparison, what am I worth? As long as the young master helps the Taishan sacred land get out of this predicament, Qing Xia is willing to dedicate herself. System, with such a voluntary delivery, wouldn't her luck decline? Currently, if something were to happen to Su Qingxia and Yichen, their fortune could very likely be devoured by fate. Damn the heavens, adding fortune to the mix, it's already expected that there wouldn't be any good outcomes. You told me this secret, aren't you afraid I'll reveal it? Qingxia trusts the young master very much. Chuan Changge suddenly stood up and turned to leave. Regarding her rare physique, Chuan could pretend he didn't hear it. If the holy maiden Qingxia wants to use this opportunity to move me, then you should go back. When Su Qingxia tried to grab his hand, she was immediately pushed away. Holy maiden, please show some self-respect. Su Qingxia was surprised and didn't understand what was happening. Watching Chuan Changge slowly leave. A beauty offering herself couldn't even arouse his interest. Chuan Changge really surprised me. Thinking back to the morning in the main hall, Chuan Changge actually didn't do anything wrong, yet you were the first to think he was the bad guy. Could it be that you wronged Chuan Changge? Su Qingxia's perspective changed. The fortune index increased by 20, and the destiny index increased by 100. Su Qingxia had performed a play. Was she trying to convince herself? If so, then it was time to deal with Yichen. As the young master predicted, Yichen indeed has the remnant soul of a powerful being behind him. Hello, Chuan Changge, what are you doing here? Naturally, I came here to see you. No, I came to pay respects to the powerful being behind you. What are you saying? I don't understand your meaning. Stop pretending. Who are you trying to fool with that expression? Does the senior still want to hide? This kind of hiding is not the style of a powerful being. I never intended to oppose the young master. Why make things difficult for me, a mere remnant soul? Senior, you misunderstand. I was just curious, which divine figure could have taught this foolish and useless Yichen? I didn't expect it to be not the old man, but the little sister. Guchanga, who are you calling useless? Regarding the pearl tarnished with dust, there is an old saying, since ancient times, the smart bird chooses the branch it rests on. Senior has always been by Yichen's side. Isn't it because of talent not being properly utilized? Is this a scheme to sow discord? Despicable and shameless, Guchanga, not only did you take my Qingge, now you want to take my master too? Take your Qingge? I, Gu, wouldn't dare to claim that. You should know, from beginning to end, it was she who volunteered. You are talking nonsense. A person should always move forward, this is the law of survival for all things. As for you, if you truly want your master to live well, stop hurting her. Do you think a wisp of residual soul can live forever in this world? If Senior is willing to follow me, I can not only restore her body, but I can also bring her back to her former peak. Guchanga, this is between my master and me. Stop spouting nonsense here. Have you ever heard of me tearing your mouth off? Yichen's temperament changed, his luck decreased by 20 points, and the host's fate index increased by 100. Senior should also know, not to mention Gu's background, in other respects, I am far superior to Yi Chen. I know Yi Chen can provide spiritual energy to nourish her soul. But with the current progress, he is nothing but a cage for her. Master, please don't listen to him. He must be deceiving you. Is it really a scheme to sow discord? With Gu Chang's strength, if he wanted to kill Yi Chen, it would be no difficulty at all. Why use such a method? Could it be that I am overthinking? And he simply wants to recruit me? To be honest, Gu Chang'e hasn't done anything wrong. Instead, it's this Yi Chen, who, from start to finish, refuses to let go, bringing him a lot of trouble. Senior, have you made up your mind? I, the little girl, have received kindness from Xiao Chen, so of course, I can't abandon him. I will give Senior time to think. If Senior changes their mind, I will not pursue Yi Chen's offense against me. I could even lift the Taishan Holy Land's punishment on him, and restoring his current position wouldn't be difficult. As for Su Qingge, I can also give her to him. Young Master Gu, you don't need to say this. I have understood your sincerity. Senior, please think it over. Before leaving, I have a gift to give her. Gu Chang'e softly muttered a phrase. A very precious box appeared. Inside, there was actually a soul-refining ancient sacred medicine, the divine pill. I understand now, I completely understand. Gu Chang'e, you deserve to die. Not only do you want to insult me, but you also want to take everything from me. What I didn't expect the most is that my master, the person I trust most, actually surrendered to my enemy for a pill. What are you talking about? Everything I've done is to help you escape from here. You just said everything is for me. If that's the case, then do as I say, and spread that news. If you must do this, then I will obey you. Hee, as expected of my master. I believe you won't abandon me. Ding, system notification sound. The effect of sowing discord between master and disciple, Yi Chen's relationship has cracked, his luck decreased by 80 points. And the host's fate points increased by 400 points. Over here, young master, if you want that residual soul, why not just kill Yi Chen directly? Ming Lao, do you remember why I came to the lower realms? It was for that unparalleled fierce weapon. That's right, it was for that weapon from the ancient times of the 8 desolate demon gods, the 8 desolate ghost spear. According to the normal trajectory, Yi Chen would inevitably enter the ruins by coincidence, obtain that fierce weapon, and then take the spear out, building his reputation along the way. But now, he's nothing but a rat, helping me search for treasures. Keep an eye on Yi Chen for a while. I need to go into seclusion for some time. Old servant understands. Gu Chang'e opened the bulletin board. Character, Gu Chang'e. Identity, disciple of the Dao Tian Immortal Palace. Bloodline, Demon Heart Dao Bone. Cultivation. Early stage of the Marquis Realm. Cultivation techniques, Dao Tian Immortal Sutra, 7th layer, 10,000 ghosts body talent, devouring immortal demon art. Fate points, 1100. Luck points, 60. Trading system, activated. Opening the trading system, the system shop displayed various treasures. Gu Chang'e selected the Cultivation Technique Treasure Art section. Not enough fate points, cultivation techniques above the supreme level cannot be unlocked, and heavenly level techniques have not been collected yet. Gu Chang'e thought for a moment. This innate divine emperor's thought can allow a cultivator to break through to the void god realm, requiring 1000 fate points. Then I'll choose this. Yuanshan cultivation technique, innate divine emperor's thought. Deducting 1000 fate points. Gu Chang'e began to comprehend the essence of the cultivation technique. 3 days later, I am Yang Su, Supreme, Zhao Tian. Great Sun Empire, Chu Wuji. Upper Palace, Xiao Family, Xiao He. We pay respects to the Taishan Saint Lord. The 3 powerful cultivators of the Marquis realm personally arrived, and their momentum was truly formidable. Ha, enough with the nonsense, Su Taishan. The Taishan Holy Land has occupied the spiritual vein with the power of the Supreme for 1,000 years. Now that he has passed away, the spiritual vein should be given to other sections. Upper Palace, Xiao Family, Xiao He. That's right, considering we are all top sects of Dong Huang, you should voluntarily hand over the spiritual vein, self-seal at level 1, and I won't cut off your retreat. If you don't do this, don't blame me for being ruthless. Yangsu Saint Land, Zhao Tian. The spiritual vein is the foundation of the Taishan Holy Land for 1,000 years, how can it be handed over just like that? Do you old fools really think the Taishan Holy Land is easy to bully? It seems that the Taishan Saint Lord does not intend to cooperate. Do you really think the Taishan Holy Land can withstand the power of our three great families? Great Sun Empire, Chiwuji. Although I don't know where you heard this news, do you really think that just because the Supreme Elder is gone, the Taishan Holy Land has nothing left? Father, has young Master Gu not come out of seclusion yet? Last time, it was my fault that I made young Master Gu lose favor with us, so I can understand if young Master Gu doesn't help us now. What? I've long heard that the Taishan Holy Land has connections with the upper realm. Is that false? Humph, the gap between the upper realm and the eastern wilderness Holy Land is enormous. What can a Su Taishan do with just his ability? With Chu Wuji of the Great Sun Empire here, even if a Wind King Realm cultivator comes today, I will still fight him. As soon as the words were spoken, Chu Wuji released the pagoda in his hand. The imperial aura, wasn't it said to have been lost in the battle 1,000 years ago? The pagoda flew up, emitting a blinding golden light. Humph, young Master Gu, if you do not come out of seclusion, then I will have to die here. Father, I will go plead with young Master Gu. Su Taishan, are you truly willing to destroy the divine body just for the spiritual vein? Stop talking nonsense. Don't do anything pointless. If you're already seeking death, then I'll grant it to you. A powerful pressure suddenly appeared, suppressing the golden light of the pagoda. Everyone, including the demon beasts, was stunned. This power should be comparable to the Wind King realm. Could it be that the old man, Su Taishan, didn't die? It was Guchanga, who had just comprehended the double secret techniques, silently marveling, so this is the power of the primordial spirit? It seems you all have come as well. Then, let's have a battle next. At this moment, Su Qingjia also ran to the scene. The noise just now must have frightened the experts from other sections. Before I can ask young Master Gu for help, Father must hold on. Suddenly, a hand covered Su Qingjia's mouth. Shu, it's me. Su Qingjia was greatly surprised, it was Yi Chen. What are you doing here? Yi Chen grabbed Su Qingjia's hand, intending to leave together. I'll explain later, but for now, we must leave here, far from this furnace, the Taishan Holy Land. But Su Qingjia broke free from his hand. Yi Chen was very surprised, not understanding why Su Qingjia was doing this. I won't leave Taishan Holy Land, don't you understand? Qingjia, at this point, you're still being so stubborn. Do you really think you can rely on Guchanga's power to save Taishan Holy Land? Bloodshot veins surged in Yi Chen's eyes. Could it be that under Guchanga's pressure, you have already? Su Qingjia hugged her body with both hands and shouted, shut up. Young Master Gu has never forced me. It was all my own intentions, using every means to make him like me. Attempting to exchange my appearance for the peace of Taishan Holy Land. Yi Chen suddenly felt a wave of disappointment, unable to believe what he was hearing. He stammered, Qingjia. You must be happy crushing my last shred of dignity, right? Yi Chen, what makes you think I would betray the sect and follow you? And what makes you think you can label young Master Gu as the villain? Taishan Holy Land has raised you for over 10 years. In such a difficult moment, what have you done for us? Su Qingjia wiped away her tears. Yi Chen, your selfish, self-righteous personality is really disgusting. At that moment, a voice came from the ring. Xiao Chen, leave quickly. But Yi Chen still stood in place, unable to believe that all of this was real. No, it's impossible. This isn't the Qingjia I know. Guchanga must have used some evil technique on her. Ding, the system notification appeared. Yi Chen and the heroine have torn their relationship apart. Yi Chen's luck decreased by 50 points, and the protagonist's fate points increased by 250 points. Guchanga smiled lightly, the timing was ripe. Crack, the door to Guchanga's room gently moved. Not good, I absolutely cannot let young Master Gu see me appear with Yi Chen. Su Qingjia immediately drew her sword and stabbed at Yi Chen. With a sound of pu, the sword pierced Yi Chen's body, and blood began to flow. Qingjia, you. Yi Chen hadn't realized what had happened when the voice from the ring. Sorry, I must clarify our relationship. When Su Qingjia drew her sword, a red aura appeared around Yi Chen. At this moment, Yi Chen's face turned gloomy, revealing a trace of a fierce expression. If it's already like this, we still have a long time ahead of us. After that, Yichen left, leaving only Su Qingjia standing motionless in place. Suddenly, a voice came from behind Qingjia Saintus. Young Master Gu, Qingjia has disappointed you. Gu Chang's eyes narrowed slightly. You did well, but if Yichen meets you again next time, it might be a life or death situation between you two. Don't you regret it? Su Qingjia said dejectedly, I don't regret it. If Qingjia has already decided to follow the young master, this day would come sooner or later. Good. Gu Changda held Su Qingjia in his arms and said, from now on, your affairs are my affairs. The sword in Su Qingjia's hand fell to the ground with a clink. Gu Changda also had his own plans. If Su Qingjia had already torn her face with Yichen today, then I no longer need to remain distant from her. If she has high-level fortune that I can use, it might not be a bad thing. Ding, luck triggered. The luck of the luck master increases by 60 points, and the destiny increases by 300 points. This is the way to increase luck? Besides forcing the child of destiny, could capturing people with great luck also work? It seems that I have gained another path to follow. Su Qingjia hurriedly said, young master, I have something to ask for your help with. I understand. With me here, they won't be able to touch even a hair of the Taishan Holy Land. At this time, Su Taishan was extremely anxious. Haha, brother Su, we don't want to make things too ugly. If the elder is still around, why don't you let us pay a visit? Humph, though I don't know where you got this information, the elder of our sect has already passed away. This is a fact. Then the fluctuation of the primordial spirit just now was, fake gods, fake ghosts. Shall we break in and see? Suddenly, a noisy sound was heard. They're here. Gu Changge and Su Qingjia walked through the air. Standing in front of the Taishan Pavilion Master, which guest is disturbing my quiet cultivation? Haha, I said, Su Taishan. The reinforcement you mentioned, is this brat who hasn't even wiped his snot properly? Has the Taishan Holy Land fallen to such a degree? If I were you, I would honestly take back what you just said. Because this lord, people like you cannot afford to provoke. Before the Taishan Pavilion Master could finish speaking, the person in golden armor charged toward Gu Changge. Whether I can provoke him, I'll have to test it and see. A shadow appeared around him, the white tiger. A loud explosion sounded. The golden-armored person couldn't believe it. Gu Changge was actually able to block his fist with just one hand, effortlessly. Afterward, Gu Changge grabbed his hand. With a twist, his arm guard was torn like paper. Then, with a light flick, the golden-armored person was sent flying out. He trembled slightly, shocked that the other party was actually at the Wind Marquis realm. Impossible, how could there be such a young Wind Marquis in the Eastern Wilderness Holy Land? Kid, having talent is a good thing, but you must also understand your limits. No matter where you come from, it's best not to interfere in the matters of the Taishan Holy Land. From now on, the matters of the Taishan Holy Land will be my matters. Su Qingjia and her father, standing behind, heard this and showed expressions of joy, feeling that they had finally latched onto a powerful benefactor. If you really want to seek death, then I won't say anything more. Let's do it together. Not planning to ignore this? Kid, take this. Gu Changge extended one hand and caught the opponent's sword. The other sword was also gently flicked away by Gu Changge with one finger. One person faces two enemies, not changing expression. Another old man shouted loudly, drop him. The two who were fighting with Gu Changge immediately retreated. The pagoda flew toward Gu Changge. Young Master Gu. Su Qingjia shouted in terror. Haha, so what if you have extraordinary talent? There have always been countless geniuses, but only a few can make a name for themselves. Those who don't know their limits truly think that having the strength of the Wind Marquis realm means they can face 3 opponents? Father, young Master Gu, he. Damn, if it weren't for the Wuji Tower being here, how could they possibly lay a hand on young Master Gu? That person from the Su family, do you still have anything to say now? Stop talking nonsense, just kill him and then control the spiritual veins. Suddenly, a cracking sound was heard, and the pagoda violently shook. Impossible, how could this happen? A crack appeared from the top of the pagoda to its base, and dazzling light shot out from inside. Boom, a loud explosion, and the pagoda directly exploded. Amid the dust, a familiar figure appeared. Looking around, the world had its own hierarchy,